So we want to factor this quadratic here into something like this, where it's parentheses closed, parentheses closed. So when we look at something like this, where there's a 1 in front, always a 1 in front of the x squared, we know what's going to go up front, which is going to be an x in both, because x times x is x squared. So now, looking at our other two numbers, 7 and 10, we want to think of two numbers, when we multiply them, we get 10, but when we add them, we get 7. And then we have to think of, well, are both numbers going to be positive? Is one number going to be positive, one negative, or both negative? So for this example, both will be positive. And generally what we do is we look at 10 and we think of, well, what can I multiply together to get 10? So that'd be 1 times 10 and also 2 times 5. Now obviously when you add 1 plus 10 equals 11. So that's not your middle term, so that can't be right. But 2 plus 5 works. So since both numbers are positive, we just put a positive 2 and a positive 5 there. Now it's factored. So let's look at the next example where this term's negative, this term's negative. So again, think of two numbers when we multiply, get the number at the end, yet when we add them, we get negative 4. So looking, are both numbers going to be positive? One positive, one negative, or both negative? So let's think of 1 and 21. Well, we have each case, one's negative, one's positive, then we switch. Then we also have 7 and 3. We'll make this one negative, and then let's try to add these numbers together. Negative 1 plus 21. This is not our middle term. This is not our middle term. This one works out, and just to finish it, so if you ever get a positive 4 and it's negative, you know just to flip the signs. So that tells us we can write it like this. We always know what goes up front, x, because x times x is x squared. And then we pick our two numbers. We said it was negative 7 and positive 3. So for our final example, notice this is negative, this is positive. So we want to think of a number, when two numbers when you multiply give us 4, but when we add them we get negative 4. So are both numbers going to be positive, one negative, or both negative? So let's try 4 and 1. So in this case both will be negative. And then the other option would be negative 2 and 2. Negative 4 minus 1 would be negative 5, not our middle term. Negative 2 minus 2, there we go, we have a winner. So we can write this as, we know what goes up front, x and x. Our answer was minus 2, minus 2. And this can be written as x minus 2